Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. You are live with Endeavor Gaming. We are back on the air to kick off another week. Tonight we will be flying in our Pollux class science dreadnought, having some fun, upgrading the build, and blowing up some enemy ships. So without further ado, let's just go on ahead and get into it. Here we are back in Star Trek Online. It is great to see everybody on this very fine Monday evening. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend and are ready to kick off the week with a bang here in Star Trek Online. We have the all-new Pollux class Miracle Worker Science Dreadnought, part of the Timeless Legacy bundle. I built it out with a sort of early fire at will build. We're going to be taking another look at this thing, throwing some upgrades on it, and maybe making use of that new green trait we've got. Great to see everybody in chat. How goes it, Night Forager? Hey, Chosen. Hello, Pax. Welcome, and hello to everybody watching over on YouTube. Welcome in. How's it going? So, you might notice I've already started with some of my adjustments here. I've thrown the Maelstrom Torp on, and I think we're going to start looking at some of the consoles on here. I tried out a bunch of new things on here. Some of them were okay, some of them less so we're going to be messing around with them a little bit. On the list, unfortunately, the dual plasma charge launcher is a good amount of fun, but it gets shot down way too easily, so it's coming off. Very similarly, the side pulse phasers aren't horrible, but they are beaten out quite handily by the broadside combat module, so it will also be going off. Chronum Chronophage is fine, so that one can stay. Honestly, I think we might just run more isomags here. I don't think that would be the worst idea ever. Clear up a couple of inventory spaces here. I'm just gonna go ahead and open all these boxes I got sitting around. Boom. I've done a little bit of inventory cleaning over the weekend, and that I actually have inventory space for once. Can't remember if I already threw on the bread knot trait. And hello, DeServo. It looks like I got free fire on. Yeah! Got our fire at will extender. We've, of course, got our fire at will. I think this thing is ready to have some fun. Oh, what you changed the registry to, Chosen? Oh yeah, I also threw on the Type 7 shuttles here, just for the extra debuff. I do like the Valors, but I wanted to lean a little bit into the science-y weirdness, so I added something to debuff some stuff, you know? Alrighty, I think we got a ship together. I'm gonna take it out and see what this thing can do. You know what might actually be worth trying out? What's the name of the console off of the Friendship class? I do not remember. It was power transfer emitters. That's right. And gotcha, Chosen. How's it going, Dewline? That's the one. This would be good on a support build. I really need to rebuild my support build at some point. The bread knot! The mighty bread knot! And that's a hydrate. How's it going, Alpha? You ended up changing it to NCC 2007-D. Oh, what's the lore behind that? Nice. Odyssey uniform is always a solid choice. It's a great uniform. One of my favorites, personally. It's a uniform I just can't seem to ever get out of. The bread knot armed with the trifluoride. Bread. Endeavors are done for the day. Only had ground categories for points, though. That sucks. I'm sorry. Operation Riposte is the universal. I got destroyer, destructible torpedoes, and Cathay ships in the battle zone, and Tetrion damage. None of those sound too bad. You got good eye exam results this morning? Come back next year. Oh. Trifluoride, not trifluoride. Flower versus floor. Try flower. Mmm. You guys just had me thinking about the sandwich I had for lunch today. It was a very delicious sandwich. I've got advanced phasers. I think it is cheating that battlecruiser there survived as long as it did. Can I launch the bomb, please? What is going on? Let me launch the bomb. What did I break now? Can I please launch my proto-member bomb? Please? That was weird. Oh. All ships deploy! Mm-hmm. So they're gonna let me launch my bomb this time. Please. Pretty please. With a cherry on top. Oh, what ship did you get, Captain Ronnie? I love the sound of advanced phasers. Boom. I do like the pew-pews. That's what it's all about. And launch. Artisanal audio is one of the best things ever. Open fire! That's a lot of ships. You got the Crossfield Refit, Cardassian Intel Flight Deck Carrier, and the Tactical Star Cruiser. Nice! Crossfield Refit is a solid ship. Comes with a great trait universal designs. The Gemor has a really cool console and a trait, I believe. And the Endeavor class, obviously, I love. Top 5 starships right there. Endeavor class is great. Also, it has supercharged weapons, which is a pretty solid trait. Awesome, awesome, Night Forager. We'll be here. We're gonna sit for a little while. I'm gonna think about this build. Honestly, I'm having a lot of fun with Fire at Will. I started having fun with it when I built out the Corolla before the Breen ship came out, and had a ton of fun with that. Now that we have it, now that we have the Breen trade, I've started trying to expand out my Fire at Will things a little bit. How did I end up with this twice? I've been trying to have a couple more Fire at Will builds. So we've got this one, we've got the Lexingtons, we've got the Corolla, and I think that's all we have right now. I think that's all we have right now. And yeah, I saw your comment about it being, what was it, one of the Excelsior classes? If, so the first one was an Excelsior class, and there have been a few other ships, I take it. Although, why is that awkward? There's plenty of quantity theories. I mean, as far as canon goes, I don't think there was ever anything to suggest that there was more than just the Titan. But why not? Quantity theory's cool. I definitely like the headcanon about it, that it was a ship designed to please a crowd. After a whole lot of bad things happening to Starfleet, they needed a win. So what better way than to bring back the Constitution class? Probably look great for optics. Oh, what's the vision? And I'll be honest, I have no idea what I'm going to do with my event campaign prize. I'm still sitting on last year's. Ooh, I need to do my daily today. Today's my last day. Oh, I already finished it. Well, that's cool. I should probably claim that at some point. Well, I mean, I should try to decide what I'm going to do with my event campaign prize, but honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing with it. There are so many ships, and I have a bunch of them. Like, I'm sitting on some T6 coupons. I'm not entirely sure what to use them on. The Yorktown, I am not really considering just because I already have the legendary. The Aspera is on my list, but I already own the Gemidar variant of it. The Resolute, I have the legendary version of. The Hestia is certainly an option. It's just, I never really had a super strong liking for it. Sojourner, I own the legendary. The Amato, I have the legendary, and I have the Sirius. I have the other two command battle cruisers. One because it was an actual solid ship, and the other one for the visuals. I just don't like the Phantom Intel Escort. I have the legendary. Honestly, the Guardian isn't out of the realm of possibility. The Europa is also not out of the realm of possibility. So I wish it would get Type 7A. '25th century version of the Galaxy class Enterprise. Oh. And yeah, that's when you had the Endar Spire, isn't it? And hey, Rikerez, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I don't like the Scryer. The Kuthar is a possibility. I am angry at the problem simply because it is the only fed flight deck carrier in the C store that isn't legendary, and that's annoying. And I want a Starfleet one. I have the Legendary. I do technically own this ship now, just not from here. I don't know why I would get this. I don't know why I would get this either. The Princeton is better. I would get this for PvP, and I don't PvP. And the Awani is a double hangar carrier, but it's not a flight deck carrier, it's a science carrier. There's a few science carriers, but the problem is the flight deck carrier, and then there's the Suliban Silic, which isn't fed. And then there's Klingon 1. There is a Klingon 1, I think. Kind of like an engineering carrier, except not quite. I think the wiki probably puts it the best, so I'm just going to read out what the wiki defines as a flight deck carrier. Flight deck carriers. They combine the heavy weaponry and durability of cruisers with the 2 hangar bays found on standard carriers. They tend to have a commander engineering seat, and the better ones have a lieutenant commander tax seat. At least the ones I like. Or at least lieutenant commander universal. Also acceptable. But an example of some of the flight deck carriers. For Starfleet, it is the Constitution Merrick-Worker flight deck carrier, which is a promo ship. The Tellarite Problem flight deck carrier, which is in the Sea Store, but is just fed and not Starfleet. The Friendship Command flight deck carrier, which is Lockbox. And that's it, apart from the fleet version of the Tellarite and the legendary Donnie. It's weird. The Klingons have more flight deck carriers than we do. It bothers me. We need more. We need more flight deck carriers. Please. Please. Alright, let's do the daily, because I need to do it. We will. Let's fly. All good, all good. I mean, at least they have options. I want options like that.
The Terrans will be here soon to steal scientific data.
Flight deck carriers are great, and it's a shame that we don't have a single 25th century Starfleet one. It's crazy that we don't. There is no 25th century Starfleet FDC. We've got a 32nd century one, we've got a 23rd century one, and we've got the Pollux. It's crazy. It is cloaked. Do 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 do. Terran operational security must be totally incompetent if Janeway already knows they're coming. I mean, it is Janeway. Of course she would know. Nice. What are you gonna do with it? I think it might be over. Oh, that's a gateway. Got the adamant there's some kind of build on it. It can eat advanced surprisingly well and can exist. Hell. We need to get those rifts under control. probably try our hand at an ISC before the stream is over today. I just realized Agony Redistributor isn't even on my tray anywhere. That would potentially be helpful for things, wouldn't it?
You need to get those rifts under control.
All of my rifts are under control. I also got the Appalachia, and that's been kind of fun. That is a really fun, what is it considered, a heavy escort? Experimental weapon slot. Pretty solid seating. It can be a nice cannon boat or a torpedo boat if you really want. I enjoy that ship.
Terrans now control Protector Beta.
What? Why do they control Beta? What's going on over there? I may not be a great pilot, but it's okay because I have lots of phasers. Okay, Jupiter Station guy, I got it, I got it, I got it. I love doing that. The broadside module is so freaking awesome. The name labels it as a blockade runner escort. Okay, yeah, thought so.
Rifts aren't going to close themselves.
Sovereign class pose.
On the station, they're breaching.
Oh, do you mean the YouTube short cuffs? Yeah, I want to feature a couple of my favorite board busters. Sovereign class had to be included in that. Question: while you were building the Appalachian, the Adamant, you were given a cutting tractor beam console that boosts console damage by 10% per universal console usage. Does it apply to the Adamant's console? It applies to the active ability of any universal console. So I assume that the answer is yes.
The Enterprise is going for Protector out.
Run away, Lita. Run away, run away, run away, run away.
The Enterprise is near Protector camp.
Boom. Did I say Lita? I meant Philly. See, here's the problem with the last Terran arc. I spent so long fighting Lita. I simply cannot fathom fighting another Terran. I've been fighting Lita for so long. Though I do kind of wonder what happened to Killy. She got digitized. But then Seeker undigitized everything that they digitized. Which I assume would also include Killy. Unless it was very specific about what it would and would not undigitize. De-digitize? Whichever one. You have to Google STO Lita. Yeah. That's fair, but I mean, if she's alive, that's going to be a potential problem. I think it'll be a potential problem. I have to destroy destructible torpedoes. We're going to do a crystalline catastrophe. Get these destructible torpedoes destroyed. Because it's an easy one to do. Let's do it. Let's do this. Time for a resurgence of the Constitution, given how much Seeker reconstituted. Ha 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 ha. Oh look, I got my destructible torpedoes done. Oh look, I should fly away from that circle of death. He must have a strong constitution to withstand our opponents. We can finish this! All ships, open fire! Nice. Alright, let's warp out of here. The crystals have been shattered. Ha! I want to make a Cerveza Cristal joke, but might be the wrong franchise. You know, the captains always ask for tall ships. The USS Constellation might not have been a very tall ship. It had a single decker, very weak constitution. Oh my god. And Cuff says, have you ever been on a cruise before? No, I've been on a cruise before. I went on a Carnival cruise a few years ago. It was a lot of fun. I was mostly on my own during it. Like, my parents were with me, but they were off doing their own thing, and I did my own thing. We met up when we Stopped in Mexico, though. And you'll be fine. Besides, you'll be too busy to be nervous. You'll be doing Star Trek things. You will not have time to be nervous. I've got a perk point. I hate all of these options. Devastating. Let's attempt an ISE. Just make sure you don't get infected. Bwomp. Once you reach your balcony cabin, you'll go on your Discord. You're never active in and bug the shit out of me. Alright, let's do this.
The situation is grim.
The situation is grim.
Hail the starbase everything.
It did, back when it was a special task force. And hell yeah. Great choice, great choice. And Captain Wit, thank you for that resub. Here we go. Ow! I almost died. I'm still standing after all this time. I'm looking like a true survivor. I mean, on my Carnival cruise, the internet was fine. I didn't try gaming on it because I didn't have my computer with me, but I remember it being at least serviceable. Ow. Oh, thanks for giving me the teleport. I really could have used it. Devastating. Truly, truly devastating. I don't know. Do a Space Barbie one. Use the advanced phasers. They're fun. was able to fire off the torpedoes. Darn it! I exploded. Is there TOS shells that are worth it over the ones that come with it? The Donnie doesn't come with TOS shuttles, it comes with tactical flyers. Strange Worlds Con, you're talking about the Donnie, right? Yeah, that should come with tactical flyers, not the Type Fs. Either way, the best pets to use are still going to be the Type 7s for the damage resistance reduction. After that, you know, you can make arguments for Valkyries or Valors. It really just depends on what you want to use at that point. I hate DOTs. Where's that tactical keep? Or where's that bomber board keep going? Doesn't appear to be running away. I would love it if it could stop draining my shields away. Oh, I might die. Never mind, it died first. Well, that certainly went. It went.
Sensors confirm that the
Sensors confirm that the
transwarp conduit has been destroyed.
transwarp conduit no longer exists. Alrighty. Hazard emitters are an absolute lifesaver. Yeah, I bet. Also, how's it going, Yelwin? Hope you're having a great evening. You get a selfie with Mariner, you're buying the biggest picture out there and framing it in my living room. Very fair. I mean, you've seen my, what is it? About 4 feet across. My giant MSD of the Jamestown. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. 100% worth it. Haha! It is. I'm so glad you said that, Cuffs. Best ship ever! And its general design would be a great idea for a Starfleet 25th century flight deck carrier. Eh. Maybe. Maybe someday. The Shenzhou class is pretty great. I really like that ship. There it is. I'm a big fan of this thing. Also, who said no? I didn't hear anybody say no. I just will actively never hear it yet. Oh? A hangar pod on a Sovereign class? Is that what you're thinking?
The time for battle is almost here. Heavy launching
Oh, we're back at a Serpentis. I don't think I have the capital for that. Agreed. The STO version is absolutely perfect. Kaboom. I was in Cappy. Got the Star Trek logo for the bottom part of the stand with the fancy stand leading up to the Sovereign. They even made you notice with the buttons and lit up. That is freaking awesome. As soon as you bought the Jarjo class, they released the Shenzhou class. My poor wallet. I feel that. Oh man, I do hope you find it. I'd love to see a picture of it. Oh, cool. It is amazing how many of those beams missed. Oh wait, they weren't. They were saying they were hitting the battleship.
Only one. Dreadnought on an attack vector.
Teleport. Oh look, it's trying to hit me with torpedoes. It's not gonna work. If anybody's got a bomb, there's a station just begging for it.
All Kethy destroyed. They haven't rendered the fight Kethy to win in the front with honor. The Era Serpentis system is now secure.
The Eta Serpentis system is our. Warp me. I have no idea what that is. But alright. I think it's safe to say that we've got the Proxima up to snuff, at least for advanced TFOs. I'm going to go ahead and pull out the Atlantis now. Another one of E.C. Henry's designs, and we're going to fly that around for a bit. Sound good? Gotta put my desk back into sitting mode, because I have been standing this entire time. I don't know what Black Rifle coffee is either. I make my own coffee. My girlfriend got me a very nice espresso machine about a year ago, and I swear by it now. All of my coffee comes from that thing. It's fantastic, and I love it. I've saved so much money because I don't go to Starbucks. $7 for a white chocolate mocha that I can make at home. Fancy, fancy, fancy. Fun fact, coffee grinders were created on Civil War carbine stocks. They even use it to grind wheat. Ah, I did not know that. That's kind of cool. Let's fly. Here we go. Ooh, swarm.
The Herc are about to overrun this planet, and time is
Ah, fair enough.
Several
You used to get...
Zerpadar ships
You need to get more character slots you have in Atlantis class, and way too many others. Honestly, that's pretty valid. I have an insane number of ships at this point. It is a bit of a problem. Alright. Let's do this! Honestly, seeing Odo in STO was one of the most amazing things ever. I just remember how excited I was to play this arc when it originally launched, and I couldn't do it on day one because one of the RAM cards in my computer was dying and I could not get the game to open without it crashing. So about a weekend I was finally able to play it, and it was amazing. The Gamma arc is so much fun. I beg for more ship slots. 75 is simply not enough. That's fair. It is surprising that we really haven't gotten anything outside of the 4-4 variants and then the Lamar. I do hope at some point we get a 5-3 Sovereign. I have no idea how you would implement it now, but it would be cool to see.
Satellite is back online. It will launch tractor monitoring.
Indeed. Cool. Yeah, I imagine so. First Contact was the first Trek movie I actually saw in the theater, so I have a bit of a soft spot for the E. Damn it, Worf! It was not his fault. Might be showing my age here, but my first Star Trek movie was 09. Star Trek 2009 is what got me into the fandom. I saw 09, Into Darkness, and Beyond in theaters.
Protect the refugee ships. Refugee
I also watched First Contact and now The Draft House a while ago. Your first Trek movie was the first Trek movie. Your first Star Trek was the Star Trek. Pretty sure your mom took you to see Insurrection when you were a kid. Definitely saw Nemesis and the Kelvin Timeline films in theaters, though. Nice. Yeah, I didn't know about Nemesis until after, so when I saw Star Trek 2009, I didn't really understand the context behind it. Like, I knew that Leonard Nimoy was Spock, but that was about it. I didn't really understand how the timelines worked. It wasn't until 2010, 2011 that I went back and watched other Star Trek things and understood what the hell was going on. I was like, what the hell is a Romulus? Why is it blowing up so damn important to everybody?
ship spotted at escape route Gamma. Get over there.
It turns out it was moderately important. Perk Dreadnoughts on sensors. Be careful. Torpedoes. So if we can get the final ship in the Wolf 359 or in the Wolf TFO as a playable ship. Which one? There's more than one ship that's in the Wolf 359 TFO that is not playable. There is a story behind why they're not playable. There is also the Melbourne. But the reason they're not playable is because they got added somewhat at the last minute because Thomas really wanted it to be screen accurate. So he used his free time to model those ships to get them added for the TFO. Whether or not they become playable ships, I don't know. But their reasoning for being in the TFO is because Thomas very much cares about the game and immersion. And having those two ships in is very important. So he took the time to model them so that we could see them. I do wonder if he ever gets tired of being awesome. I'd say nothing's impossible. We did just get a dual hold ship, courtesy of Pundus. Proxima is freaking awesome. We've got a dual hull ship and an actual viable T6 Connie. Sky's the limit, really. The sky is the limit. Something like the Akula. He says right complaining about how many ships he has. Okay, look. I will state that I always keep one ship slot available. You never know when the Jamestown could get announced, and I need to have a ship slot ready for when it does. You never know. The Archer from Strange New Worlds is at least interesting. It's interesting in the same way that Barrier is. I do not know what that one looks like, Night Forager. Not familiar with that one. Technically, you could get a single nacelle ship right now with the Kelvin. I mean, the Kelvin's a pretty fun ship. I like it. That was one of my earlier T6 ships. Plus, it has the cool animation with its experimental weapon. And its experimental weapon looks really cool. It's a point defense battery. It shoots out a lot of like blue bolts that will seek out enemies, and it'll do it in groups of 4. It has a really, really cool sound. How good is the ship and stuff overall? You only have the yearly event premium tokens, so you have to be careful. I mean, it depends on what you're trying to get out of it. If you're just getting ships for fun, you'll never be disappointed if it's a ship you want to fly. Every T6 ship can do fine. Like, any T6 ship, for the most part, will get through any advanced TFO. Because most of that's going to come down to the build than anything. There are most certainly better ships than the Einstein. I will say that. There are definitely better ships than the Einstein. It's just that the Einstein is not the worst ship in the game. Don't worry, I can see the link. You're not in any trouble. I only have that thing as a thing because, bots. Oh! I know this thing. Gotcha. Yeah, I know this thing. Gotcha. Already. Let's get ready for the next TFO here. A studio accurate Centaur class would certainly be something. Plus, I will never say no to yet another Miranda variant. Let's see, how good would be modifiers that increase firing arcs? If you're referring to the thing that Omnis and wide arc wide arc cannons do, for Omnis, it's going to depend on the build. Omnis are a solid choice for rear weapon slots. I don't believe that wide arc cannons are on the whole worthwhile with how maneuverable starships can be. Your third favorite of the DS9 kit bashes. What are your other two? And I have absolutely heard of the Curry class. I unfortunately have heard of the Curry class, and I don't enjoy the Curry class. No, a new thing that work in a general sense. I don't know. I don't know if I would give up an entire modifier for it. The problem is that ships are too maneuverable to really justify it on most things. And gotcha, Night Forager. Makes sense. So let's go for an Operation Riposte. Probably a good plan. It is the Universal after all. Wee woo. Let's fly.
Klingons have made a tactical error.
The Klingons have made a tactical error. Let's do this. It would be. It's definitely possible. Open fire! Fire everything!
First away team was successfully transported to Zenith 1 station. Successfully captured Zenith 1 station. Another away team is securing Zenith 1 station.
To the next satellite! Oh, those shields didn't stay up for very long.
Another away team of one successful transport to Zenith 2 station. Zenith 2 station has been secured. Another away team of one.
And for the last satellite. So you own the Tekelra. Its console and traits seem decent for tanking, and the console from the holoship also gives defense. The T3 Valdor console is also a pretty solid one for survivability. And the one from the flagship set as well. That is a Klingon fleet.
Station is secured.
That was a Klingon fleet. Goodbye. Alright, I'll take out the missiles. You guys stay on those transports. We got this.
All ships be advised.
The Grissom console is a must-have for torp builds, for sure.
Surface. Missiles are big targets, but they're also fast. Shooting them down will be a top priority. Sensors are reading multiple Klingon vessels approaching at high warp. Ready for a fight. Intercept enemy missile. Return transfer.
Bring them on.
Transport Alpha 1 reports missile lock on.
No missile. Here we go. Boom. And back down. The Jester class. I don't think I'm familiar with that one either. Basically an Oberth with the Miranda torpedo pod in place of the secondary hull. Ooh, that sounds cool. Supports the idea that the Oberth was super modular. Which I also like. I love modular starships. No more torpedoes.
Another missile is inbound on Gamma.
Boom. Oh, hey, I trapped the missile. It cannot move! Fair. He did a great job. I do wonder if we'll ever see Prime Lorca. What happened to him? Oh no! Alright, transport is safe. Safe-ish. Boom. That is true. But he did a great job. Oh, where did that missile come from? Where did either one of these missiles come from? Was that the last of the Klingon missiles? Nope. Was that the last of the Klingon missiles?
Transport Beta 3 reports missile.
Nope. Oh? I mean, he seemed pretty irredeemable, I'm not gonna lie. Aha, that was the last of the Klingon missiles. We're back in the fight.
Shinada was returned to the fight. Secure transport start landing. Clear the zone of all remaining.
All right, bring on the Klingon.
Moran has restored main power.
I feel like a lot of his stuff prior to the reveal was good. It did have the potential of the character. The Emperor was way worse. Not to mention the person responsible for our world, the multiverse ending crisis. Oh boy, I'm just thinking about the Section 31 movie again. It was a movie of all time for sure. The Klingon transport is so slow. I'm still confused why the Charon was there in the flashback. That was such a weird decision. I don't understand that at all. Prime Lorca probably would not be... It is a movie of all time, Ghost Gaming. It is a movie of all time. Oh, I destroyed the Klingon transport. The flashback didn't make any sense, though. How was the car on there? We established that it wasn't built until the events of Terra Firma, which were decades later. I'm also very confused how an intergalactic empire chooses its leaders with, the Hunger Games, basically. It was weird. Also, they introduced that Section 31 ship and then destroyed it, and that made me sad. But it didn't make any... why would they do that? I'm towing it. I'm on my way. Come on, transport. They wanted to ensure that the Emperor would be loyal to the Empire, not their home or family. I mean, that's fair. I just have a hard time believing that, you know, whatever the previous Emperor was, wasn't murdered by somebody who then tried to take control of the Empire. That was what Enterprise showed us. And then at some point, Wesley ends up becoming Emperor. Well, at least in STO. It's less the why and more the how that I question. It logically makes sense. I just am surprised that that would actually happen in the Terran universe. That's fair. In my opinion, Rachel Garrett was the best part of Section 31. She was cool. Purple. The timeline is so different from the Prime Universe that somehow there are versions of almost every major character. That is true. Oh, there's a Carter's Dreadnought. Except for Jake Sisko. Ooh. Warp. Alrighty. I'm gonna switch ships again. What do I want to fly in? I think I'll do some runs in my Ark Royal. That would be fun. So what have you got from the lore of the Aetherians? The Aetherians are evil. Also, the Aether might be their world heart. Maybe. Maybe. Also, Rachel, I'll bring it on the next TFO that we do. Hi, Pax. Bum 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 bum. Oh boy, counterpoint.
DS9 to all Alliance ships. A Terran Empire system.
Counterpoint. Prepare to be feedback pulsed.
Alliance forces. The station is under heavy attack.
Oh, I've been time bubbled. That Academy trailer when he hummed. Oh, the. I think Academy is going to be absolutely amazing. I am deeply, deeply excited for it.
Deep Space Nine is under attack.
Alien Earth? I haven't watched any of it yet, but I do plan to. I mean, I've got a Project Cosmos ship right here. The Kitty Hawk. Oh, how have you been liking it so far? Nice, nice. Pretty good, a bit disturbing, but not quite as off-putting as Alien Romulus. Oh my god, Romulus terrified me. Nope, totally understandable. I understand, Night Forager. I 100% understand. Alien Romulus is an absolutely terrifying movie. I thought it was fantastic, kind of terrifying. You do love a pun that helped the hero save the day. No, I got time bubbled! As soon as I'm out of this, you are so getting blown up. I had a book on anti-gravity, I just couldn't put it down. Time to bully Terroknor, time to bully Terroknor with my phasers. I don't think I will surrender to the Terran Empire, actually. I think I will absolutely annihilate your space station. How does that sound? Kaboom! I am giving every single pet buff I've got. And all of my pets are targeting you. I mean, it basically is. Close enough. Close enough. Bye, Terroknor. And now, we get to chill. The Terran Empire would submit to the Starfleet Theatric Corps. God. Oh no! Oh no! Ah! Love this TFO. You go shit your pants with two DS9s attacking each other. Well, this one is Lita. Ha! Ha ha ha! I had to go back and reread that in my head. Cool. Pulse phasers! Ow. Oh no. Ah! No! My starship! It's broken! I so do hate feedback pulse, so... Anyway, I'm gonna shoot at that ship clearly using feedback pulse right now. Ow, what do you mean I lost health? Alright, I delivered one assault team. Progress. I'm not even going to talk about it. Have I mentioned that I dislike feedback pulse more than like anything else in this game? Also, did they change the sound effects for pulse phasers again? They sound different. Less broken. Apparently. Anything's possible nowadays. If you got hit with a confused attack, it could have happened. No, I got time doubled again! Ba-bum, bum, ba-bum, bum, ba-bum, bum, ba-da-ba-da, bum. Ha ha ha! Don't explode. Don't explode. Don't explode. Alright. We're fine. Everything's fine. We're all gonna be safe. And we're all gonna have a good time.
Our reinforcements will
Sure, Cuffs. No. I would put it into the Discord.
tear off your orbit, send back to the mirror universe. We wouldn't have made it without your help. Thank you. Join us for a celebration in Pollux.
Grazie, grazie. And the server, I'll bring you in on the next TFO that we do here. It is so cool that we have this in game now. I'm still freaking out about it. It's so small too. I love it. Let's fly. Oh. 183 meters for the Okinawa and 171 for Defiant. Ooh, the vault?
Many of our forces are defending the new colony.
The vault. Do this. One second. And back. My game is free. Oh. Is there a particular reason why that web node is just like not dying? What is going on? Oops. Oops. You got the Master of your Relics done. I think you should get the Valiant tomorrow. Oh, that one has, as you know, a very fantastic trait, Withering Barrage. Your extender for CSV. Oh boy. Why is my game acting up all of a sudden? I wasn't doing this in any of my other TFOs. It's lagging for you too? Good to know that it's not just me. My net graph is all over the place. You can't see the actual graph because it's got a thing in the way, but yeah, it is absolute booty cheeks performance on my end for some reason. And it's weird because it hasn't done this in any other TFO yet today. Very weird. Well, we'll see if we can get through this TFO. We're on the last one of the night either way. Thank you and good night. Have a great night. Yeah, it is like seriously freaking out right now. It is a very long one. You are 100%. Oh. Ooh, nice. What kind of 3D printer do you use? Yeah, I'm just getting like insane lag spikes. Oh, nice! That sounds awesome. Whoa. Now that is lag of the highest order. I just keep shooting off maelstroms. It's not even doing anything. Something with the servers is just not liking the vault right now, guys. For the other people in the TFO, are any of you guys getting lag like this? Or is it just me? Weird. It hasn't done this in any other TFO I've run tonight. But the vault is just horrible. My net graph is all over the place too. Streamlabs isn't reporting dropped frames, so it's definitely not on that end. Very, 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 very odd. Well, hopefully it'll be better by tomorrow. I still have things to do in game. But, even more so on the plus side, none of this can affect demo record. Demo record is always safe. Oh, the red alert event starts tomorrow? Thanks for the reminder, because I had completely forgotten. I could always use the, This was the 2-week one, so it has an X upgrade, doesn't it? Honestly, not too far off. Oh, I crashed into the vault. Whoopsie. Well, while the game struggles for doing even basic tasks, I'll probably take this time to talk about video plans for the future. I have been very much thinking about the things that I want to do in the future as far as videos go. And I think I'm going to attack a few more of the C-store ships that I haven't done, or ones that were featured in a bundle video but did not get their own videos. So actually, let me go ahead and do Yes, Lord knows that the game is not coming back anytime soon. And I'm just gonna start going through the ships I have and have not done videos on. So the Resolute class I haven't done a video on, but it doesn't have Type 7A, so I'm probably not going to. And the same could be said for the Europa and the Archon. The Jupiter got a video when I redid the, or when they redid the model. I haven't done the Mirror Guardian, but I did do the normal Guardian. I did the Titan. I did the Achilles. I did the Premonition and the Typhon. The Kardashev I want to do a video on. It was featured in the Dyson bundle. And that also, by extension, applies to the Lola and the Rallus. All of these, with the exception of the Princeton, are in the same boat. The Awani, Atlantis, and Chekhov should probably get their own videos at some point. The Augur I've done. The Cyclone I have surprisingly not done, and I should. The Justiciar I did. The 13th anniversary bundle ships, I don't think I've done any of them individually yet. I did the Hestia. I don't think I did the Hydra. I did the Monitor a really long time ago. Actually, I guess I did do all of these, just a really long time ago. And it's probably worth remaking all of these videos, if I'm being perfectly honest. The Seneca is old, as is the Valdres, and can probably be redone. The Bozeman, I think I've done at this point. I need to do the Cabot. I very much need to do the Nobel. The Lexington has like 3 videos. The Trailblazer, I surprisingly haven't done, but I've done 3 Pathfinder videos. The Da Vinci is going live soon. TM. Yeah. The Vault Web, blah, 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 blah. I did the Lafayette. I'm trying to decide. I did do the Earhart. The Somerville is on the list, and so is the Edison. But I think the next one I'm going to hit is the Narendra, just because it's one I've kind of wanted to do for a while, but never really got around to doing. So the Narendra I'm going to put on my I need to do it now kind of list. Same with the Nobel, because I love its nacelles. And maybe the Valdres for a third one. I would love to do the Arbiter, but it doesn't have Type 7A, and that makes me sad. It makes me very, 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 very sad. Because I love the Arbiter. It's so close to perfection. It does have ample nacelles. Alright, the web part is over. The game is still performing like poop, but I think we can at least get through this last boss fight. Whee! Explains why what now? And yeah, I'm streaming onto Twitch and YouTube. Though, I don't think that's the explanation behind the performance of the game being poop, because it wasn't affecting me until I got into this TFO. Under normal circumstances, that is exactly what I would write it up as. Except it wasn't happening until that TFO. But, at any rate, go ahead and hide the netcraft here. With that, we are just about at 10 o'clock, so we are going to wrap up the stream here for the night. It has been an absolute pleasure getting to kick off the week with everybody, having some fun, dealing with lag problems, but on the whole, getting to blow up a bunch of stuff. I always have fun doing that. We will be live again on Thursday for a new episode of Ready Weapons. We'll probably be hopping back in the Pollux class, having some fun with that, seeing if we can fine-tune it a little bit more. and take it to some elites and see how it does. If you enjoyed the stream and want to see more, consider dropping a follow. It helps the channel grow every single day, and you know I always appreciate it. We have a Discord where we get into all kinds of trouble. The link to that is in chat, discord.gg/Endeavor Studios. And you can find that link and many more at our main website, www.endeavorgaming.com. But alrighty, that's all I've got for the night, everybody. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your evening. And if I don't see you, an awesome week. As always, you have been live with Endeavor Gaming. And remember to keep calm and game on.